Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is day 7 of the 21 days. We're a third of the way done after today. So I wanted to talk about this idea, this quote, if you believe in yourself, things are possible. Now, I would tell you I absolutely believe. Is it better to believe in ourselves? Is it more helpful? Absolutely. It absolutely is more helpful to believe we can do something, to believe in ourselves. But the thing that I find often gets lost in translation is the periods of doubt that we go through on that journey to raising our self-belief. And I'm not saying, I believe in myself all the time. I just think we're human in a body. I notice for myself, some days I'm more secure than others. Some days I'm more fragile. Some days I'm easily triggered. Some days nobody triggers me. And it varies. What I would say in my own journey is the days where I feel better have grown. There's more of those. And I would say that will continue to go in that way. But we can go through periods of like tremendous, self-doubt and fear and worry. Oh my God, I've been there. I've literally had times where I said, I couldn't eke out a positive thought. I couldn't. And I think the problem is we've been programmed to believe that we should just be able to think well of ourselves, that we should just flip on a dime. And, because so many of the quotes are like, if you believe in yourself, things are possible. Well, duh. Yeah, hello. But how do we handle when we don't believe in ourselves? How do we handle the self-doubt? How do we handle the fear? In my view, and what I've seen in my world with tapping and with clients, is to go in to that self-doubt and to learn to have compassion for the part of us that doubts ourselves, that doesn't believe in ourselves, that struggles, that really feels frustrated, that feels like it's never going to change for me. I've tried everything. I've tapped on this for 3 years and it still hasn't changed. I believe those patterns repeat themselves because they're opportunities to continue to practice self-kindness. I really believe that's like the keys to the city. I've just so come to believe that, is to accept and even love ourselves in what we consider to be our worst moments, the parts of us that we've learned to reject, that we want to reject. That's to me the inner child in us that learned patterns so long ago. And as we learn to embrace that part, imagine your own child, whether you have a child or not. Imagine looking at a small child and imagine giving them compassion and love in their darkest moment, in the moment when I did this and I feel bad about myself. There's that story, I heard it years ago, about a tribe, an indigenous tribe, that when someone acted out in the tribe, they put the person in the center of the tribe and they surrounded them in a circle. And all they did was just blast them with all the things that they believed about them. Now you could go, well, if I do that to myself, if I keep blasting myself with all the beliefs, then it can change. It can. But what I find is, honestly, the quicker way to do that is to go into the self-belief, all the patterns that we've learned, because so many of those patterns are so deeply entrenched because of decades of programming that we've had in our culture and our families. So, food for thought. So let's tap. Even though I hear this quote, if I believe in myself, things are possible. I choose to acknowledge I feel this way now. Even though I want to believe in myself. And sometimes I do. And sometimes I don't at all. I choose to honor my truth right now. Even though I want to believe in myself more. What if I can make it okay that I don't? At the times that I don't. What could that change for me? I choose to honor my truth right now. Go to the eyebrow. I want to believe in myself. And I want to believe things are possible for me. But I have a lot of self-doubt and a lot of fear and a lot of programming that's taught me to not believe in myself. So what if this part of me that struggles with believing in myself needs my love and acceptance? What if that is really important? To be kind and compassionate to the part of me that's riddled with doubt, riddled with fear. The part of me I've learned to tell myself is weak. What if those parts of me that I've learned to reject, that I've learned to turn away from, are the very parts of me that need love and acceptance? And what if it's a practice? It's a daily practice. So what if I set the intention right now to ask for self-awareness from myself, to be mindful of how I treat myself? And what if I'll start to see how mean I can be to myself? How unkind. And what if the more I see that, the more I can catch that and use tapping to interrupt it and reframe it and practice giving acceptance, which can end up me even loving myself more. And what if that's a real recipe for success? Is to slowly move myself into more self-belief. Take a breath, and if you found that helpful, tap on it as many times as you need to. And that's it for today, and we'll see you back here tomorrow with day 8. Bye for now.